It's Thursday, October 30th.
Here he comes, off and going game 5 with a fastball that's hit in the air to deep left field. Call to the track. It's on the first pitch of game 5.
We're feeling great. Go back to Toronto, 2 chances to win. We got this.
The Toronto Blue Jays hitting it out of the park and now just 1 win away from winning the World Series. Hurricane Melissa still on the move in the Caribbean after causing almost 30 deaths and widespread damage in Cuba, Jamaica, and Haiti.
We're meeting on the 10th anniversary of our free trade agreement.
Prime Minister Mark Carney on the last leg of his Asia visit. He met with the presidents of South Korea this morning ahead of a face-to-face meeting with China's president tomorrow. And U.S. President Donald Trump announcing he will now be lowering tariffs on China after what he calls, quote, an amazing meeting with the Chinese president. Stay with us, Canada. Your morning starts right now. One win away. Good morning, Canada. Welcome to your morning. I'm Anne-Marie Mediwake. So it's wild to even say it.
So here's the craziest part. You know, typically when there's an away game and we score, it's like dead silent. I was in the bathroom last night and I hear like the rowdiest cheering coming from the TV, and I don't know what's happened because I don't know if it's the Dodgers. Maybe I've been in the bathroom longer than I thought, and they're already batting. And the fact that it was pitch number one, and then pitch number 3.
Number 3.
Like, come on. Boom.
And I was watching upstairs and Drew was watching downstairs. And my TV was ahead of Drew's.
That's the worst.
That's really funny.
He's like, what are you doing? What's happening?
I know, I ended up having to pause it and then like try to match it.
Oh my God.
I know. It was so exciting.
All I could think of was when Ernie Clement gave that quote, and he was quoting someone where he was talking about how, you know, they're playing like their hair's on fire. And that's what I thought from the very beginning is you are playing like your hair's on fire. And they didn't stop.
Yeah. And I love that they're willing to say, like, listen, the Dodgers have great players, but we're the better team.
Yeah, we really are.
Love that.
And the other great thing about last night was just watching how stunned the Dodgers
those
looked.
are my favorite
shots. Snell,
the whole
the look
time.
on Snell's face. Because, like, he's good. He is a good pitcher. And the look on his face, you could just tell. And his, like, pregame quotes where he was like, no, I'm going to switch it up. Like, they don't have my number this time. It's like, whoa, that didn't hold up.
Boom. So let's do a recap. Let's start there. The Jays now, I love saying this, now just 1 win away from winning the whole thing, from winning the World Series after crushing the Dodgers last night. And it all started like this.
Here he comes, off and going game 5 with a fastball that's hit in the air to deep left field. Call to the track. It's on the first pitch of game 5. Very first pitch, and now Vlad Jr. hooks a ball down the left field line. They've got back-to-back to start game 5.
And there's the crowd noise. Everyone's like, what? Yeah, every household in this country too, right? David Schneider, Vladdy making history by cranking out those 2 homers back-to-back to open this game against the Dodgers. And then obviously we need to talk about Trey Savage, basically taking care of the rest. The right-hander was dominant as Toronto rolled to the 6-1 win. He also set a World Series rookie record with 12 strikeouts, no walks by the way, in just his 8th career big league start.
Yeah, it's a crazy world. Hollywood couldn't have made it this good. So just being a part of this, I'm just very blessed. I'm waiting for life to slow down in this off season and just be able to collect my thoughts and my feelings on this crazy year.
Slider and split were electric. You know, I said it before the game, it's a different pitcher when he has his stuff. You know, game 1 didn't have a feel for his split, so I'm kind of blown away at what he did.
We're going into this series, everyone was saying Dodgers, and the Jays have come in clutch time and time again. Pitching's been good, batting's been good. They can't stop.
Oh, I'm feeling amazing. So glad I came down for this. Let's go!
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So, by the way, fans obviously blown away on their feet in LA. And at the Rogers Centre. There's that watch party that's been happening in Toronto. We could win it all. Guys, Game 6, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. in Toronto. All right, other news to talk about this morning. Prime Minister Mark Carney is still in South Korea, where he met with the South Korean president this morning.
We're meeting at a time when our defense cooperation is deepening, and very importantly, that our cultural ties continue to grow.
So the meeting happened on the sidelines of the APEC summit, which officially opens tomorrow. Prime Minister Carney also toured a shipyard today with Defense Minister David McGuinty. Canada, as you know, is in talks with a South Korean company for a possible submarine building deal. Prime Minister Carney will meet with Chinese President Xi Jinping tomorrow. It will be the first formal meeting between Xi and a Canadian Prime Minister since 2017.
Anything on Canada? Anything on Canada?
We had a very nice conversation with him last night. We really did.
Thank you.
So there's that. Donald Trump on Air Force One saying he had a, quote, very nice conversation with Prime Minister Carney. Prime Minister Carney yesterday confirmed the two leaders did speak during a leaders' dinner for the APEC summit. Meanwhile, following talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping in South Korea, U.S. President Donald Trump says a trade deal with China is coming soon. President Trump also announcing lower tariffs on Chinese imports, and he says Beijing will give the U.S. better access to rare earths, which are the minerals used in making electric cars, computer hard drives, TV screens, jet engines, and military weapons. President Trump also says he will visit China in April. Hurricane Melissa is still churning through the Caribbean.
Thank God.
The storm is expected to pass west of Bermuda today after crossing the Bahamas as a Category 2 hurricane. Melissa could gather strength again before weakening tomorrow. For more on how Melissa could impact parts of Atlantic Canada on Friday, let's head over to Kelsey.
Lindsay, thank you. There are two things that are happening across Canada. There's an existing weather system and then Melissa, and the two of them begin to interact. And there's an indirect influence on the Canadian forecast from what will be left of Hurricane Melissa. Whether it will still be a Category 1 or a post-tropical cyclone, that remains to be seen. I'll show you the track. Here it is now, pushing out of the Bahamas up towards Bermuda. We're still seeing those sustained winds at 165 with elevated gusts to 205 kilometers an hour. Now, this is going to pass west of Bermuda by this evening. Into tomorrow, it pushes into Canadian waters, potentially still maintaining its strength as a hurricane. Couple things start to happen here. We see a less conducive environment, much more shear in the environment. It's drier, plus the water's cold. So we're likely to see that transition to a post-tropical cyclone either as it's passing along the Avalon Peninsula late Friday night or early Saturday morning. Now listen, there's a couple things to factor in, Lindsay. A lot of talk about that Halloween forecast. Should trick-or-treating be pushed to Saturday? I don't think it's a good idea in Atlantic Canada. Coming up in your national forecast, I'll tell you why.
All right, sounds good, Kelsey. Thank you. In other news, a wide-scale student walkout is expected today in Alberta after teachers were forced back to class.
We are the future doctors, future lawyers, future politicians of the world, and if we don't have a stable and healthy learning environment, then we will not be successful.
Hundreds of students are expected to walk out of class today, right across the province. Some of the walkouts are scheduled to last just a couple of hours, while others through the majority of the school day. Other students are planning to hold a sit-in where they will remain in class but will refuse to do any schoolwork.
We will begin the process of organizing towards a potential general strike in Alberta.
The next move by Alberta teachers could be a general strike, which could see tens of thousands of workers across dozens of industries walk off the job. It's something, by the way, that has never happened before in Alberta's history. The Alberta Federation of Labor's president says they need union and non-union workers to support the go-ahead with the province. A family in Northeast Edmonton is taking Halloween to the next level.
It's gotten bigger every year. I'm not sure how we're going to top this one because it's pretty much the whole front yard.
The way their eyes light up and, it's like in awe and amazement. And the kids are like laughing and enjoying themselves and having fun. That's Halloween.
Oh my gosh, look at this. This is their house. The haunted castle stands on the front lawn of Dave and Tammy Iwanuk's home. It took them 7 weeks to build this thing and decorate. The castle is more than 6 meters long, 3 meters high. They're asking trick-or-treaters for food bank donations, which is great to enter. Wow, that's commitment. Is this what retirement looks like? Big projects.
This is so great. It's so thoughtful.
It
An
is.
eyeball and finger stew.
And so creative.
You know that's like years and years of just picking up new items. You know what, like hot tip, if you haven't been out to the stores right now,
okay,
a lot of Halloween stuff is like massively discounted.
It is.
Surprising because it's not quite Halloween.